the place they call the United Center in Chicago, the home of the Bulls, where today we'll be broadcasting live. The Bulls are enjoying this break from the road.
This is a special matchup. I mean, we got here tonight. Two rival franchises, a lot of history between the two, and some bad blood. So let's just see how all this adds up in terms of drama.
And guys, I think if you ask them, as far as they're concerned, this game counts twice in the standings. I mean, it carries that kind of weight. It really holds that kind of significance for both of them.
A look at Cleveland's starting group. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Rose. And James pulls it down. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against Brooklyn.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Here's Butler. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket. And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead up.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that, I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any possession.
They get it back. And Thompson throws it down.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead, and in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Here's Irving. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the middle, looking to end the run. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion from here. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And there's the foul. Goes on Taj Gibson. That's his first foul. Some changes for Chicago. Portis comes in for Mirotic. And it's Doug McDermott in for Dunleavy. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Now here's James. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Shumpert, no good.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Stolen by Thompson. It's LeBron with the drive. In transition, here come the Bulls. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Now LeBron, after Iman Shumpert missed from long range. Scooped up. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Magic.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And And Alek kicks to Rose. Double team on Rose. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Jefferson passing to Shumpert. This is to Fry. His three-pointers off the mark. Bulls trailed by 8. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Shumpert. They set the pick. Rose passes to Portis. Kicks it to McDermott. From the arc. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. This time they met in Cleveland.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Yeah, it was really simple. I mean, you look at the numbers, they did a better job of knocking down the free throws.
Pass to Rose. Out to the right wing. Shoots from the corner. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. McDermott's got 5 now. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 5. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
You know, it's been a great display of team basketball here thus far.
5 guys, 5 fingers working as one. Just beautiful team basketball on display for these guys.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. And it's Shumpert in the 3, the small forward.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Brooks. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Smith. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. James comes in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Now here's Butler. Three-pointer, Brooks. Can't hit. Great D that time from Irving.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Puts it up. The shot will not go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Three-pointer, Butler. They get the rebound. Gibson dishes to Dunleavy. And Gibson kicks to Brooks. Sinks the triple. Brooks has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
The drive by James. And stolen by Butler. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Brooks leading the charge. There's the feed to Mirotic. Back to Brooks. The three-pointer, no good.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And here is Brooks following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Gibson passes to Dunleavy. And Mirotic kicks to Brooks. Stolen by Thompson. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And he gets it to go.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Another miss by Irving. Three-pointer, Butler. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
And they get it. And the Bulls get it back. Brooks for three. Here's Dunleavy. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. Both teams deciding to change it up. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Fry. And he slams it one-handed.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
That's his first. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Bulls making a switch here. Rose is checked in. No good on the second free throw. Here's Mozgov. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Fry, good.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
The Bulls shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. He's off on the first.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials.
Fires it up.
Bulls foul. Number 6. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
15 seconds left now here in the second.
Good defensive instincts on display there.
It's tipped. And that's going to be a turnover. They call for 8 seconds.
Yeah, baby. Groove.
Chicago ball.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
Rose is the one with Butler as the two. Dunleavy is out there with Mirotic, and it's Gibson in at the 5. Home in the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. The Cavaliers leading by 16. The kick out to Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 16 points for Kyrie Irving.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Smith kicks to Irving. The baseline jumper goes down. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Chicago calls timeout. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Rose against Irving. Rose kicks to Butler. And it's off from three-point range.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Love outside. James outside. Pass to Thompson. Out to Smith. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 8 points for J.R. Smith.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And Love has it in the corner. Right side Irving. And again, it's Cleveland.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
It's stolen by Smith. This one for 3. Irving misses. For Chicago, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Outside Rose. Irving with the steal. Puts up a 3. No luck. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Butler from outside. And the Bulls get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Trying to get back on track. Dunleavy's shot is off.
And, you know, you can feel.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what?
Man.
That man can climb a ladder.
And he gets it to go.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Irving for three. Mirajic grabs the miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
McDermott kicks to Holiday to stop the run. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Cavaliers on top, running away with it. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Chicago. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. They've got Mozgov. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with McRae. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Jefferson in at the 3 slot. The Cavaliers shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Dellavedova kicks to Frye. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works. They feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well.
You know, Clark, losing teams handling losing with an eye to the future. It's a slippery slope and a very tough situation, not only for teams, but the league to try to figure out and rule on.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. Well said, and I'm not sure what the answer is. I kind of like where we are with the lottery system, but it's something to reevaluate. I don't think it needs to be tinkered with at this point, though.
Richard Jefferson.
And Jefferson gets it to go.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Now here's Brooks. And Mozgov comes to help. Brooks dishes to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And here's Brooks from outside. And the basket good. Brooks has got 6 points in the quarter.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
And Holiday throws it down.
Sometimes you can catch the defense napping when you make a strong pass like that in transition.
To the paint. Here's Frye. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Assist from Jordan.
Chicago's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Brooks for 3. Mozgov grabs the board.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Dellavedova. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his second personal.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And the Bulls making a change here. Moore's checked in.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
Now here's Brooks. Takes a three. Offensive rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Okay, fans, now coming up.
Timeout called Cleveland. They're up by 36. 1:49 left in the fourth. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Cleveland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Jacks up a three. Brooks gets the rebound. The Bulls have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Fires the three. And again, Chicago, no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Cleveland.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Irving. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
From deep, Brooks. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Love, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
And so it's Cleveland with it. And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here. Passes it to LeBron. On its way from Irving for two. Nice shot from the wing. Irving's got 31.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
Aaron Brooks. Timeout